Thank you for joining me today. There are many kids who have been told ever since they were little that they need to think about college. Imagine being a kid who doesn't succeed well in school, doesn't make the best grades. Imagine having to decide once you get into high school whether or not college is for you. There are other routes other than college. You can go to a trade school, a technical school, or just into the workforce. School is crucial throughout your whole childhood, but once you get to high school, you have to make the decision with whether or not you go to college. Throughout my extensive research, I have become credible enough to give you this information. Each kid reacts differently and processes things differently than the person they sit next to every day. Some kids have an academically based brain, some kids don't. Some kids can learn from a textbook and from what's written on a whiteboard, others can't. There are some kids who can't sit long enough to retain the information that is given to them. Classroom is not meant for all kids. According to the Washington Post in 2014, children are in a constant upright position. It is rare to see them roll down a hill, climb up a tree, or play on the playground nowadays. Test-based learning has become the backbone of a school system rather than hands-on activities, which is why once they graduate high school, they're more willing to go to a trade school or into the workforce. Lesson plans have become state-based learning rather than just the teacher writing a lesson plan to properly teach the kid the things that they need to know. Kids begin to lose interest because of all the state-based learning, and they need the interaction from the teacher rather than just the number that is put on a piece of paper for statistic purposes. Colleges increase tuition every year, which creates the need for more loans to be given out. They're more expensive and people can't afford it nowadays, even if they take out a loan. Tuition rises each year, which puts people further in debt, which creates the less need for them to go to college because they don't want to be in debt. Money has become the main purpose for colleges, and colleges have become more of a business than an institution for learning. According to Inc. in 2017, you don't need a degree if it's going to put you further in debt rather than going into the workforce. There are people who are not willing to take out a loan because they don't want to be in debt. By the time a kid finishes their 4-year degree, they will be at least $80,000 in debt. According to the state press in 2017, 70% of American students will study at a 4-year college and less than 2/3 of them will graduate with their degree. Nothing is guaranteed from the workforce from the start of your degree to the finish of your degree once you get your job. Workforce changes daily, and so does the need for the job that your degree allows you to do. Textbooks are written in a certain year and only provide certain information, as where technology is constantly improving, which constantly improves the workforce. Technology is becoming better every day. According to Inc., it is hard to keep up with technology when you're stuck behind a textbook for 4 years. College cannot always fully prepare you for what you're going to see once you get into your field. What you learn in college may not help you with your job. Evolution of technology changes every day. Some people are meant for college in all aspects, whether it be sitting and learning from a textbook or learning from the whiteboard, or just sitting through a lecture that a teacher provides a PowerPoint for. As where there are others who cannot do that, who would rather have a hands-on activity. College is not meant for everyone, and it's not always needed in order to be successful. College can be tough to handle, and it can be tough to learn through. Money is not easily accessible for everybody, and the degree may become of less value by the time you finish with college. As I finish this speech, I urge you to think about the pros and cons of going through college. Whether or not college is for you, if you are deciding if you want to go to college, or if you're trying to help your child decide if they want to go to college, think of the pros and cons. Thank you.